If you're a Navy veteran or veteran looking to turn your evaluations into quality, game-winning resumes, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to break down a step-by-step guide on how to help you turn those powerful evaluations, all that hard work, into a resume that you can print off and submit directly to your employer that's guaranteed to help you get to the top and help you get hired. I'm a Navy veteran and I've used this technique to help hundreds of people. If you're new to my channel, I drop quality content every single week. My focus is leadership, development, and helping you become better than where you are now. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment. So let's go over a typical resume. A typical resume is broken down into some major categories. It's going to be your demographic information or your personal contact information, who you are, what your name is. Next up is going to be a summary statement, followed by your actual job descriptions and job experience. Then it's going to highlight your skills and your certifications and any schooling you have. The goal is for this resume to be one page and one page only. Employers aren't looking for a book or a novel about who you are. They want a one-stop shop, one-pager that you can read quick. I recommend that as we generate this content, you copy the responses that ChatGPT gives into a Word document. The reason why most people find this difficult or why it's hard is because in the military, we've got a whole set of jargon and there's books and books about acronyms that we use in the military. We have to translate that information and that jargon into a format that civilian employers are used to seeing and they understand, so they know exactly what they're getting from you as a military member. In this video, we're going to do just that. The first step that I like to start with is getting together your job title. Remember, in the military, a lot of times we refer each other by our rank. You don't want to send somebody a resume that has your job title as Chief Petty Officer or First Class or Sergeant. To the civilian sector, that means next to nothing other than you were in the military. So we have to translate that military title and what you did into a civilian title. We can do this extremely easy using ChatGPT and the prompt that I provided here. Make sure you download my guide and you can follow along, and it has those copy and paste ChatGPT prompts to make this easy. Here is a list of examples that ChatGPT gave for that rank. If you want ChatGPT to generate more, you can simply say, hey, generate 25 more civilian job title equivalents so I can choose from. ChatGPT will provide you a list of outstanding job titles that are equivalent to what you do in the military. Step number 2 is to break down every duty station that you served at. Treat each one of those as individual jobs. At this duty station, I did these things. Then at the next duty station, I had this title, and this was my job description. Treating it this way will give you a long history resume, and you can then describe your entire career. So instead of having just one job description and one job title, you can see the varying scope and responsibilities that you had throughout your entire career. Because we all know that every duty assignment is different, has its own challenges, its own rewards, and its own results. And you want to capture that here. You want to avoid common mistakes like copy and pasting just general eval bullets. That's a military evaluation. It doesn't translate well into the civilian sector. So you have to use ChatGPT to translate that information. Don't simply add a bunch of acronyms because odds are they don't know what it is. Speak as if you're talking to your mom when you're thinking about clarity. Another common mistake is being passive in your language or overinflating yourself about how great you are, but you don't clearly articulate those results. That's why it's important when you use ChatGPT and you're pulling information from your evaluations, you're pulling those clear, quantifiable metrics. What you did, who you led, and what were the results of that leadership. What I do is I use ChatGPT and I take every single eval and what's on the front for my job title and then a little minor description below that. I generate that title and description, and then I go to the back or my write-up that has typically all my results, and then I pull out all the numbers. I pull that information out for my entire tour. So I did it 5 years on one destroyer. So I pulled out 5 evals, and then I took all of those block 43s or the write-up and those job title descriptions, and I combined them into one. And then I ran this prompt to get a clear, concise, metric, result-driven job description. The employers want to know what you did and then what were the results. That's key. The next step I like to do is to figure out what my top skills I can demonstrate based off the job performance that I generated in the previous prompt. This is great because you can use this in LinkedIn to list your top 5 skills and what you're good at and really hone in your excellence. So in this prompt here, what we're taking is that each duty station, what you just generated with ChatGPT, you're simply going to drop this prompt into it next, and it's going to generate its recommended 5 skills that you should put on your resume for that particular job. If you want more because you don't like them or you want a different one, you can simply ask ChatGPT, generate 20 more, and it will create another list so that you can choose what you believe is the most valuable. Another great section in resumes is your summary statement. This quantifies everything that you're about, your service, your actual experience, and what skills you have that this company needs, and that's why they should hire you. This goes towards the top of your resume, and it's one of the first things that the employer will read. Again, use the prompt that I gave you to simply drop in the information you've already generated to create a compelling, strong summary statement for your resume. I tried to make this as easy as possible. Step number 5 is taking all of that information and making ChatGPT format it into a readable, comprehensive resume that you can copy and paste into Word and have ready to go now. This prompt is all about that. All you're going to do is take all of your information. Take that entire Word document, paste it into ChatGPT, and run this prompt on it. It will give you a clear, concise resume. So what I want to do is for ChatGPT to create copy and paste Word format so I can simply take what's online and put it into Word so then I can edit it there. It already has its headers, it's already got those bullet points, it has everything you need to just simply copy and paste, then refine. Here's a bonus tip. You can also use ChatGPT to take the resume that you've already created using this video and then tailor it to specific job descriptions and jobs that you're applying for. All you need to do is copy and paste that job listing into ChatGPT with your resume and this prompt, and it's going to help you create a tailored resume that has your information but feeds in and puts in those things that the recruiter is looking for based off the job description. Boom. Super easy to have that custom resume every time you apply to a job. Remember, these 6 steps are super easy to take that evaluation from Navy jargon or military jargon to take and create that resume that you can send to an employer the same day you watch this video. The skills, lessons, and achievements that you had in the military are valuable. Employers are looking for it. You just need to translate that information into a format that they can read and understand, and guess what? The job offers are going to be coming. You need to start this now. The sooner you start this process, the sooner you could be walking into your dream job. Make sure you're ready. If this helped you, smash that like button and comment below any questions that you have. I'll try to reply to every single question with an answer to help you succeed.